We begin tonight with breaking news. An historic moment for our nation. The Food and Drug Administration has approved Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. President Trump confirming the news from the FDA today, praising the efforts from the scientists behind the vaccine. And soon, the vaccine will ship out across the country. News 8's Jacqueline Francis is live in Portage at the Pfizer facility. And Jacqueline, any sort of activity happening there yet?
Sue, we just did another lap around the facility here, and we haven't seen anything new just yet. Still the same as what we've been seeing throughout the day. But we do expect to see movement quickly, as the company has said repeatedly that they plan on getting that shipping process out, starting to ship out the vaccine across the country as soon as they get the FDA approval. So we could be seeing trucks rolling out of here within a matter of hours. And tonight's FDA approval kicks off the nationwide vaccination campaign needed to defeat this pandemic. The historic authorization comes just 336 days after the genetic blueprint of coronavirus was shared by Chinese scientists. Governor Whitmer responded shortly after the news came down, saying in part, "This is great news for our families, frontline workers, small businesses, and economy." In Michigan, a state built on hard work and innovation, a safe and effective COVID-19 vaccine will be manufactured by workers at a Michigan business. And Congressman Fred Upton, who represents the Kalamazoo area, also put out a statement tonight saying this vaccine is the pride and joy of Kalamazoo. It has been a labor of love, patriotic duty, and determination to restore our way of life and save the world. I cannot reiterate enough how proud I am of Southwest Michigan and all of the Michiganders part of the Pfizer's team. Upton ends with, "Well done, our Pfizer faithful." And President Donald Trump is also speaking out tonight about the vaccine. He said that the vaccine could be administered in as short as within 24 hours. So the president saying tonight that the vaccine could be administered within 24 hours. Here's more of what he had to say.
Today, our nation has achieved a medical miracle. We have delivered a safe and effective vaccine in just 9 months. This is one of the greatest scientific accomplishments in history. It will save millions of lives and soon end the pandemic once and for all. Today's achievement is a reminder of America's unlimited potential when we have the will and the courage to pursue ambitious goals. As I've said from the beginning, a vaccine will vanquish the virus and return life back to normal.
Just earlier today, state health officials laid out the plan of what the distribution process of the vaccine will look like here in Michigan. Here's a breakdown. Any day now, the first group of Michiganders could be getting their COVID shot. State health officials laying out a 4-phase plan today that prioritizes critical essential workers first, and then working its way down to everyone else. Here's how it'll work. Phase 1A, the first to get the vaccine, will be healthcare workers. It also includes anyone living in long-term care facilities. Next is Phase 1B. This will include some workers in essential and critical industries, such as educators, IT workers, homeless shelters, and corrections facilities. Moving on to Phase 1C, this will include anyone who is at high risk for severe COVID-19 illness due to underlying medical conditions, and people 65 years and older. Finally, there is Phase 2, which is simply everyone who didn't fit into the previous phases. The state noted that phases may overlap. During a virtual press conference today, health officials said these phases are about keeping the state up and running, while noting they do not have an exact formula for which industries will fall under which phase.
We have received some correspondence from various industries, and we do review those letters and consider everyone's input. But again, we are, keeping with our principles, guidance that has come from the CDC and the ACIP, as we have thought through this interim guidance for prioritization. And I emphasize interim because it is very possible that this may change. And as with everything in COVID-19, we've had to pivot, be nimble, and evolve as we learn more.
Back here at the Pfizer plant in Portage, we expect to see trucks rolling out of here in just a matter of hours carrying that vaccine, which is very exciting news, especially as they have an ambitious plan of getting the first round of shipments of the vaccine out to locations across the country within just 24 hours of the FDA approval, which of course just came down late tonight. So we'll be watching closely over the next 24 hours to see if they can make that happen. Live in Portage, Jacqueline Francis, News 8.
Just such a huge turning point in this whole situation with COVID-19. Exciting for sure. Jacqueline, thank you.